Why is it that oil prices are so high, despite the world being knee-deep in the era of renewable energy? Perhaps the answer is more political than you think. Our guest, Doomberg, is here to shed some light on the matter. Doomberg, what do you believe is the main factor driving high oil prices currently? Well, in my estimation, the key driver is geopolitical risk. There's a significant risk premium built into the Brent crude price due to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war and Middle East tensions. That premium is around $30 to $40. Without these geopolitical conflicts, where would oil likely trade based on physical supply and demand fundamentals? Based on supply and demand alone, I would say oil would likely trade around $40 to $50 a barrel. Interesting. And where does OPEC stand in all of this? OPEC seems to have found its sweet spot. They aim to keep oil in the $70 to $90 per barrel range. I don't expect them to increase production meaningfully from current levels. Let's talk about the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Do you think the Biden administration will refill it back to previous levels after the massive drawdown? I'm skeptical about that. Refilling it back to previous levels seems politically unpalatable. It would be viewed as a fossil fuel subsidy. Looking into the future, what's your take on the peak cheap oil theory? I believe it's a myth. Technological progress and human ingenuity will continue unlocking new oil and gas supplies. The real constraint is politics, not geology. You've mentioned the potential of compressed natural gas vehicle engines. Could they surpass electric vehicles? Absolutely. By 2035, I see compressed natural gas vehicle engines potentially surpassing electric vehicles in the US and Canada, given the low cost and abundance of natural gas supplies. Finally, how do you think the potential election of Donald Trump could impact oil prices? The election of Donald Trump could send oil prices down to $50 a barrel if he pursued peace deals with Russia and in the Middle East as promised. In summary, Doomberg suggests that the current state of oil prices is heavily influenced by geopolitical risk, with a significant premium built into the cost due to conflicts like the Russia-Ukraine war and Middle East tensions. He sees OPEC maintaining their current production levels and is skeptical about the U.S. refilling their strategic petroleum reserve. Looking ahead, he believes that technological progress and human ingenuity will continue to unlock new oil and gas supplies, debunking the peak cheap oil theory. He also sees potential in compressed natural gas vehicle engines, surpassing electric vehicles by 2035 in the US and Canada. Lastly, he believes a potential Trump election could cause a significant drop in oil prices. Politics, it seems, plays a greater role in oil prices than we may have thought.